Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan of the Apes, Origin of the Ape-Man, 3rd issue, as illustrated by Joe Kubert. Deep in the steamy, impenetrable African jungle, two wild figures scream a challenge that must be answered by the loser's death. The arena is formed by a circle of giant apes, the tribe of Kerchak, who chatter and grunt in excited anticipation. Now, Tarzan, you will feel the fangs of Kerchak. Jealousy and hatred have spurred Kerchak to attack Tarzan, with the intention of destroying this strange beast thing that Kala, the she-ape, had raised as her own. Wielding his knife with dreadful effect, Tarzan is unaware that it was Kerchak who had murdered his father, Lord Greystoke, many years ago. And with Lord Greystoke's own blade, the boy metes out justice to the cruel Kerchak. Edgar Rice Burroughs' Tarzan, a mate for the Ape-Man. A shuddering tremor and Kerchak is dead. I am Tarzan, King of the Apes. That's incredible, Claxton. An ape-man raised in the jungles. It's like I told you, ma'am. The blinking natives think he's a devil, and who's to say he ain't? Devil or angel, he may be the one to help me find my father. Aye, if he has a mind to, that is. But let me tell you the rest of it, like I heard it told to me. Maybe, after you've heard it all, you won't be so anxious for his help. So, let us continue the strange story of Tarzan of the Apes. Kala, Tarzan's foster ape mother, has been slain by Kulonga, son of a native chief. His young heart bursting with grief, Tarzan exacts his vengeance. The young ape-man teaches himself to use the dead man's bow and arrow, and with it dispatches the ape tribe's worst nemesis, Sabor, the lioness. Now, having conquered Kerchak, the king ape, Tarzan, son of an English lord, stands as undisputed leader of the apes. Tarzan is a great hunter. Tarzan is mighty. Tarzan is king. Later, alone in his cabin. I cannot read these tracks as I have the other bunches of leaves, but I will save it. And this. Ironically, Tarzan's most prized objects found in the cabin are his mother's locket, his father's diary, written in French, and a photograph of his father. I will tell the tribe, no longer will I lead them. Tarzan is not an ape, Tarzan is a M-A-N. As Tarzan drops lightly to the ground, it is Turcos, beating an old she. At Tarzan's order to stop, Turcos turns in rage, his lips foaming, tusks bared. Head lowered, thrusting forward from his bull-muscled neck, Turcos grunts a challenge. Does the mighty Tarzan fear Turcos that he needs his long tooth to do battle? To beat Turcos, Tarzan needs only his bare hands. Come, fighter of old cheese, killer of toads, I have no long tooth. Emitting the reverberating roar of the great bull ape, Turcos hurtles at the ape-man. Fangs bared, Turcos goes for Tarzan's throat. With an agility not found in the other great apes, Tarzan lowers himself, causing Turcos to lose his balance. The young ape king places an arm under Turcos' left arm. In another instant, his right shoots under the other arm. Deftly, Tarzan drops the bewildered Turcos to the ground. Before Turcos could recover, Tarzan places him in a stranglehold he cannot escape from. Desperate attempts by the bull ape to free himself are all in vain. With muscles of steel, Tarzan tightens his hold on Turquoise. Soon, it is over. Realizing that the death of Turquoise would serve no purpose, Tarzan demands his surrender. Kagoda! Turquoise is banished from the tribe. He will live by himself in the jungle, and Tarzan too must leave to find his own people. Farewell. Struck dumb by their king's abdication, the apes stare silently as Tarzan leaps lightly into the trees. Through the days that follow, stories come back to the native village of the giant white ape that few have seen and none have lived to tell about. In his cabin, I will cut the hairs from my face. Tarzan is no ape, he is a man, like the flat things in the bound bunch of leaves. One morning, upon returning from a hunt, Tarzan sights an unusual spectacle. Man, white, like myself. They come from a cabin towards their own. Their home floats on the great water. Heave to, ye bilge rats, get back to the ship. Right you are, Captain. Then we get rid of them passengers and split the treasure. Shut your face, Snipe, or nothing is what you'll get. Look it, Captain, behind you. Only thing you'll be getting, Captain, is a bullet twixt your shoulder blades. Come on, men. The treasure is ours now, and one less to split with. Right you are, Snipe. These man things are no different than the Gomangani, no wiser than the apes, no less cruel than Sabor. Swiftly, the Ape-Man speeds to the cabin. They have scurried through here, like Manu, the monkey. They did not find my treasure. If they had, they would feel the wrath of Tarzan. They return with others. I will make them know whose nest they would defile. Tarzan watches from the shadowy jungle as, but where is the captain? You've no worry about him, Professor. The cabin's that way. Papa, can't we do anything? Hush, Jane dear. We are in no real danger. I hope you're right, Professor Porter. Come here, Professor. There be a notice on the door. Read it. Remarkable. Here now, you blithering idiot. I mean, read it aloud. This is the house of Tarzan, the killer of beasts. Do not harm the things which are Tarzan's. Tarzan of the apes. It seems we have discovered a runaway simian from the zoo. Ha! You don't know what you're talking about, you daffy old codger. You're nutty. Keep a civil tongue in your head, Snipe. Eh? How's that? Mr. William Clayton wants to be a hero, does he? You've murdered the captain and robbed us. Even with a gun, you'd never shoot a man, except in the back. Sneer at me, eh, Mr. British nobility? This'll take the starch out of your back. Hidden in the heavy jungle undergrowth, Tarzan cannot understand the angry words, but he recognizes a coward's act. Sneer at me, eh, Mr. British nobility? This'll take the starch out of your back. At that moment, three things happen simultaneously. Jane Porter screams, a slim spear pierces Snipe's shoulder, and his gun discharges harmlessly into the ground. In the confusion that follows, young Clayton recovers the wounded man's gun. Who threw that spear, William? Whoever he is, I thank him. Hide his gun, Miss Porter. Father! Father! Oh, Esmeralda! Where did he go? Both of you stay inside the cabin. I'll find your father. Minutes later, the crewmen have taken Snipe back to the ship, Essie. We'd best stay in here. Yes, Miss Jane, but see here what's inside this place. Looks like we ain't really all alone, Miss Jane. We must stay here, inside, and wait. William will soon return. With Father, we must wait. Watch out for the continuation of this timeless saga in Tarzan, Origin of the Ape-Man, Book 3, Part